Assalamu alaikum, masal khair al jamii, and we would like to welcome all of you to our today's workshop, which is going to be about how to write essays, presented by Miss Mona Almutairi. So, without further ado, Miss Mona, thank you for taking the lead for presenting today's workshop. It is very important workshop for our students. So thank you, and the floor is yours. You may start now.
Thank you, Dr. Bassem. I really just hope that the screen is clear and my voice is clear as well.
Yes.
Okay. Good evening. Thank you to each and every one of you for being here with us today. This workshop is entitled Academic Essay Writing, Planning, Structure, and Organization. The purpose of our workshop today is to help you succeed in the writing task you may be giving as part of your academic course. We're all aware that most academic courses assess students through writing assignments. Our objective for today, understand how to analyze the task requirement, identify how to structure an essay, use pre-writing strategies to choose a topic and narrow the focus. I guess you're writing on the chat, right? So if I'm, yes. Okay. So where were we? Yes. Use pre-writing strategies to choose a topic and narrow the focus. Learn to engage the reader immediately with the introductory paragraph. Develop a strong, clear thesis statement with the proper elements. Practice concluding your essay in a more memorable way. Understand how and why organizational technique help writers and readers stay focused. Identify major areas of concern during revising and editing. To begin with, we're going to define an essay, which is a focused piece of writing designed to inform or persuade. It is written about one topic that has several main points. The main points are introduced in an introductory paragraph and supported in body paragraph. The concluding is the last paragraph. Writers should be clear why they are writing. The most common reasons for writing include to report on a piece of research the writer has conducted, to answer a question the writer has been given or chosen. This is mostly for the ELI exams. Discuss a subject of common interest and give the writer's view. To synthesize research done by others on a topic. There are many types of essay, but they are often defined in 4 categories: argumentative, expository, narrative, and descriptive essay. Argumentative and expository essay are focused on conveying information and making clear points, while narrative and descriptive essays are about exercising creativity and writing in an interesting way. At your university level, argumentative essay are the most common type. To help you analyze or choose the type of essay, you have to understand first the task requirement. To understand the task requirement, you need first to establish what kind of assignment you are expected to submit. You need to consider the instruction word in assignment. The instruction word and what does it mean? Here we have a list of the most common instruction words that are used in exams. After you look at the instruction word, you have to look at the keywords that are linked to the instruction word by telling you what to discuss, evaluate, or compare. After identifying the keyword, make sure you know precisely what they mean. because every field of study has its own specific vocabulary, and some words may have different meaning from everyday usage. So look at the meaning of synonym keywords that might be included in the book or article on your topic. So the first step is to analyze the task, to know what are you going to write about. Now, you're faced with the exam paper. Okay, moving to the next slide. If you think a blank sheet of paper is a scary sight, you are not alone. Writing, like other everyday activities, is a process. Every process will get you significantly easier with practice. Just as you need a recipe, ingredient, and proper tool to cook a delicious meal, you also need a plan, resources, and adequate time to create a good written composition. In other words, writing is a process that requires the following steps and using strategies to accomplish your goals. So the steps we have here are: number 1, rewriting; number 2, outlining the structures of ideas; writing a rough draft; revising, editing. These are the 5 steps in the writing process, and these are mainly the focus of our workshop today. In addition to understanding that writing is a process, you also need to understand choosing a good topic for an assignment is an essential step. A good topic not only covers what an assignment will be about, but also fits the assignment's purpose and its audience. Now, the first step, which is pre-writing. How do I prepare myself for writing? Pre-writing is the stage of writing process during which you transfer your abstract thought into more concrete ideas. Although pre-writing technique can be helpful in all stages of writing, the following 4 strategies are best used when initially decided on a topic. The first strategy, free writing. This is an exercise in which you will write freely about any topic for a certain amount of time, usually like between 3 to 5 minutes. During that time limit, you may jot down any thoughts that come to your mind. Try not to worry about grammar, spelling, or punctuation. Instead, try to write as quickly as you can without stopping. And if you get stuck, just copy the same word or phrase over and over until you come up with a new thought. The second strategy is using experience and observation. When selecting a topic, you may also want to consider something that interests you or something based on your own life and personal experience. Reading. Reading plays a vital role in all the stages of the writing process, but it first figures in the development of ideas and topics. After you choose a topic, critical reading is essential to the development of the topic. Asking questions. Who, what, where, when, why, how. In everyday situation, you pose these kinds of questions to get more information. You seek the answers to these questions to gain knowledge, to better understand your daily experience, and to plan for the future. So, moving on, here we have more pre-writing technique, but what's special about these techniques that they help you narrow the focus of the topic. The first one is brainstorming. Brainstorming is similar to list making. You start with a blank sheet of paper and then you make a list of more specific ideas after you write your topic at the top. Think of your general topic and try to list items that fit in that category. Idea mapping. Idea mapping helps you visualize your ideas using circles, lines, and arrows. This technique also is known as clustering because ideas are broken down and clustered or grouped together. So to create an idea map, start with your general topic in a circle in the center of a blank sheet of paper, then write specific idea around it. Use line and arrows to connect them together. Add and cluster as many ideas as you can think of. Searching the internet. Using search engine on the internet is a good way to see what kind of websites are available on your topic, but you have to know that not all results online search engine return will be useful or reliable. Give careful consideration to the reliability of the online source before selecting a topic based on it. Remember, please, that factual information can be verified in other sources, online or in print. If you have doubt about any information you find, either you do not use it or identify it as potentially unreliable. Key takeaways. Here we know that writing strategies are vital first step in the writing process. First, they help you choose a broad topic, and then they help you narrow the focus of the topic to a more specific idea. Now, you have your ideas and you want to organize your ideas to move to the next step, which is outlining. The method of organization you choose for your essay is just as important as its content. With a clear organization pattern, your reader could become, or with unclear, sorry, they could be confused and they lose interest. Here we have 3 ways to organize your outline. Number 1, chronological order. Use it mostly to explain the history of an event or a topic, tell a story or relate an experience, to explain how to do or make something, to explain the steps in the process. Number 2, spatial order. This helps you visualize something as you want them to see it, to create main impression using the senses: sight, touch, taste, smell, and sound. Order of importance, which is important to persuade or convince, to rank item by importance, benefit, or significance. So you have the ideas and you have a way of organizing your ideas. So we're going to move to the next stage, which is outlining the structure of ideas, actually getting started. An essay format for long and short writing tasks, it includes mostly introduction, main body, and conclusion. For longer assignment, like an essay, a research paper, many colleges require students to submit like a formal outline, and they have a guideline for it. But mostly it will be introduction, main body, literature review, case study, discussion, conclusion, reference, and appendix. Okay, and then we have the longer for dissertation and journal article. This will not be the focus. Mostly our focus today will be about the simple, mostly 5-paragraph essay. Your introduction is an invitation to your reader to consider what you have to say and then to follow your train of thought as you expand upon your thesis statement. An introduction serves the following purposes: establish your voice and tone, your attitude toward the subject, introduce the general topic of the essay, state the thesis that will be supported in the body paragraph. To make it simple, we use the inverted triangle. So we have the hook, topic, background information, and thesis. This is the component of the introductory paragraph. To get your audience interested in reading your essay, by making the first part of your introduction intriguing. The best way to do it is by using an attention-grabbing essay hooks. So what is a hook? A hook is a piece of writing at the beginning of your essay that engages your reading audience. Here we have 7 writing hooks that makes your reader wants to find out what you will say in the rest of your essay. Sorry. Okay, the first one is strong statement declaration or hook. Okay, people are a strong statement is a great technique because it doesn't matter if your reader agree or disagree with your statement. They will want to see how you support your statement. Interesting question hook. People are inquisitive. When we hear or read a question, we want to know the answer. If we don't have an answer, then we need to find out. Quotation hook, which is you begin your essay with a quotation, could be by a famous person, but it doesn't have to be. You can quote anyone if it's connected to your writing, but you need to make sure that you quote the words exactly. Description hook, this is where a vivid description of a scene draw your readers into your writing. It's mostly used in narrative essay. Metaphor or simile hook, engage your readers because it makes them think about the topic in a different way. Your audience wonders what you mean and how you compare a topic to something that seems unconnected. And metaphor and simile are all exactly the same, but with simile we use words. We have like and as to express the simile. Story hook. This is you begin your essay with an interesting story, whether it's a personal anecdote or a general one. Fact or statistic hook. Here you impress your reader by giving them real information and show your knowledge and evidence from the very beginning of your essay. The second part of the introduction is the background information. This is the additional information your readers need to know to understand your work. It might include things like definition, historical context, current event that have bearing on your writing or other information. You have to remember that background information does not directly support your thesis, and it doesn't contain any opinion or argument, just basic information on a topic. Now we come to the big idea, which is the thesis statement. Every nonfiction writing task needs a big idea or a controlling idea as the spine for the work. The controlling idea is the main idea that you want to present and develop, and it is expressed in a thesis statement. A thesis statement is often one sentence long and it states your point of view. The thesis statement is not the topic, okay, but it tells what you have to say about the topic and what's important to tell readers. Element of a thesis statement. First, it states the topic, the main idea. It shows the purpose generally to persuade. It shows the direction of your argument. It is written in specific, clear language. It is interesting, showing a clear voice and style. So, go back here, we have the key element of introduction, a hook, background information, a thesis statement, outline the structure or main supporting point of your essay. We start with activity number 1. Here we have a paragraph. I want you to read the paragraph and identify the hook, the background information, and the thesis statement. This paragraph is an answer to the question, space exploration is too expensive and the money should be spent in more important things. What is your opinion? This is the paragraph. Take a minute to read. Okay. take a minute to read and try to identify the hook, the background information, and the thesis statement. Where do you think is the hook? And what kind of hook is it? From the 7 introduced area. A story, okay. A scientific breakthrough was made. Neil Armstrong became the first human to ever set foot on Earth on the moon. So is this a story or is this something? Yeah, what's the hook? What's the hook here? It's info, it's a fact. Yes, so we started with a fact. Excellent, thank you. So that is the hook. What about the background information? Where do you think it starts and where do you think it finishes? Okay, so we're gonna, okay. Yeah, the hook is a fact or statistic, yeah, right? So if you look here, first is the hook, which is the fact. Then we have background information. And here in green, we have the thesis and the outline structure of the essay. You can take a picture of the screen and have a look at it later. Key takeaways from the introductory paragraph. Proper essay requires a thesis statement to provide a specific focus and suggest how this essay will be organized. A thesis statement is your interpretation of the subject, not the topic itself. A strong thesis is specific, precise, forceful, confident, and is able to be demonstrated. A strong thesis challenges readers and a point of view that can be debated and can be supported with evidence. Okay. If your thesis gives the reader a roadmap to your essay, then body paragraph should closely follow the map. Reader should be able to predict what follows your introductory paragraph by simply reading the thesis statement. A paragraph structured this way would contain the following. Of course, we have 5. You can they can interchangeable. You can use them, and it's not necessary to use the 5 of them, but it's best to be included. First, we have the topic sentence. It's always the first sentence in a body paragraph. It should tell us what the paragraph will be about and what it will be arguing. By the time the reader has finished reading the topic sentence, they should know exactly what the paragraph will be discussing. A topic sentence needs to provide an argument and it must relate to the essay topic. Next, you need to explain what you mean in order or in greater details. Give it more specific focus. You can support your argument with giving evidence. Okay, and then we have comment and link. You will provide a linking sentence which summarize your paragraph in a sentence, linking it back to the key term from your topic sentence. This will happen after you have explained your argument and provided evidence. If you look here at the example, we have the topic sentence. A reason to support funding space program is communication between all over the globe. So this would be the topic. And then you're going to explain the topic because, okay, business and organization are being expanded. You talk about, you explain your topic, and then you provide evidence or example, for instance, and then you talk about NASA. Then you comment, this is your comment on what you have written. And then here you have the link, you link it back to the topic sentence or to the coming paragraph. So have a look at this paragraph, read it for a minute. Okay, let me check the messages on the Blackboard. Okay, so someone, I think it's recorded, Omar, so you can yeah, watch it. I think it's going to be recorded, so don't worry. Okay. Now, activity number 2, sorry. Here we have a paragraph. This paragraph you're going to read, that is a response to the essay questions. Leaders are made rather than born. Do you agree or disagree? Provide reason for your opinion. Read the paragraph and answer the questions that follow. So here we have a paragraph. I want you to tell me what is missing. Is it the topic sentence, the explanation, the evidence, or the conclusion? Read it and tell me what is missing. Okay. It's Rola, please. Okay, yeah. But no, I want you to tell me from the element of the body paragraph, what's missing? The topic sentence, the explanation, the evidence, or the conclusion? What do you think is missing from this short paragraph? Okay. Yes, thank you. Evidence is missing. There's no evidence in this paragraph. Excellent, good job. Okay. Moving on to the conclusion. The construction of the conclusion is similar to the introduction, in which you make a general introductory statement and then present your thesis or restate it. You summarize the main points and then you wrap up. The difference is that the conclusion, you first paraphrase or state the thesis in different words, then you follow up by general concluding remark. These sentences should progressively broaden the focus of your thesis and maneuver your readers out of the essay. So restate, summarize, and wrap up. Here we have a very short concluding paragraph. Identify the different parts of the conclusion. So where is the restating of the thesis? Where is the summary? And where is the wrap up? In conclusion, I firmly believe that space programs should be supported financially, as there is no need to share the efforts of the whole world to improve communication and find solutions to environmental problems. It is a worthwhile cause for the benefit of all mankind. So if you have a look, then you will see that the first one, I firmly believe, this is the restating your thesis, summarizing your main points, and then wrapping up. The function of the conclusion is to glue together the main ideas discussed in the body of the essay. However, a good conclusion does more than that. It reflects on the broader significance of the topic, discuss why it is difficult to arrive at a definite answer to this question or to the question posed earlier, raise other questions that could be considered in a subsequent essay, make a prediction about what will happen to the phenomenon under investigation. Now, you have to be careful not to do what? It is wise to avoid doing any of the following in your conclusion. Introducing new material, contradicting your thesis, changing your thesis, or using apology or disclaimer. So now you have the ideas, you have the order, the format. You're gonna begin writing your rough draft. A draft is a complete version of a piece of writing, but it's not the final version. The first drafts give you a working version that you can later improve. Drafting is the stage of the writing process in which you develop a complete first version of a piece of writing. Strategies for drafting. The first one, begin writing with the parts you know the most about. You can start with the third paragraph in your outline if ideas come easily to mind. You can start with the second paragraph or the first paragraph. Write one paragraph at a time and then stop. As long as you complete the assignment on time, you may choose how many paragraphs you complete in one setting. Take short break to refresh your mind. Be reasonable with your goals. If you decide to take a 10-minute break, try to stick to that goal. Also, deadlines. You have to meet your deadlines. Keep your audience and purpose in mind as you write. Step number 4, which is revising. Revising and editing are the two tasks you undertake to significantly improve your essay. Both are very important elements of the writing process. You may think that a complete first drafts mean little improvement needed, but however, even experienced writers need to improve their draft and rely on peers during revising and editing. General revision requires attention to content, style, organization, and readability. More focus, specific revision requires attention to format. Format is an important part of the revision process. Format involves the design expectation of author and audience. You have to meet the standard of the format presented by your college or by your university. Fact checking is very important. You need to be sure about the facts included in your draft. Make sure you spell every name correctly because it's very essential to your credibility. Okay, spelling also is important and it's related to names. You can use a spell checker, but also you have to double check because sometimes they are not that reliable. Punctuation marks are the traffic signals that indicate or navigate the written word. They serve to warn us in advance when a transition is coming or the complete thought has come to an end. A period indicates that the thought is complete. Comma signal that addition, elements, or modifier are coming. Correct signal will help your reader follow the thoughts or the sentence, the paragraph, enable you to communicate with maximum efficiency while reducing the probability of error. Finally, grammar. You have to use good, correct, standard English grammar. Grammar involves the written construction of meaning from words and involve customs that evolve and adapt to usage over time. You have to be careful about things like subject-verb agreement, modifiers, and things like that. Then we move on to editing. Edit or write without fear, edit without mercy. So the next step after revising the content is editing. When you edit, you examine the surface feature of your text. You examine your spelling, your grammar, your usages, and punctuation. And you have to understand the purpose of revising and editing. When you revise, you take a second look at your ideas. You might add, cut, move, or change information in order to make your ideas clearer more accurate, more interesting, and more convincing. When you edit, you take a second look at how you expressed your ideas. You add or change words. You fix any problem in grammar, punctuation, and structure or sentence structure. You improve your writing style. You make your essay into a polished, mature piece of writing, the end product of your best efforts. So in summary, this is what your essay or short essay should look like. You have the introduction. In the introduction, you begin with the hook, background context, and then the thesis statement. Every paragraph, you should have a topic sentence, explanation, evidence, and links. Then you have the conclusion, where you summarize the questions restated and wrap up your essay. So with this, I think we came to the end of the session. I hope it was short and sweet and informative. And yeah, if you have any questions, I'm here.
Yes, indeed, Ms. Mona, short and sweet and to the point. Thank you so much for this wonderful presentation and workshop. So, and thank you all for attending the workshop. So I'm going to share with you now 3 links. So the first one is the evaluation form. Please complete the evaluation form in order to get your certificates. Inshallah, your certificate will be sent to you within 48 hours. The second link here is our YouTube channel. Inshallah, we will upload this wonderful workshop into our YouTube channel within, inshallah, 24 hours. And the last one is our booking system. So whenever you have any questions, or you have your, for example, paragraph or essay and you need someone to look at it, please book an appointment with one of our writing specialists, and we will be happy to assist you. So again, let's see if you have any questions. We still have time.
Dr. Bassem, was the voice clear? Some were complaining that it wasn't clear.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so please complete the evaluation form. So you will receive your certificate once you complete the evaluation form. Please double check your name, double check your email address. So we need these 2, very important. We need them clearly and correctly. Okay, the evaluation form. Complete the evaluation form, Sama. It is here in the chat. Complete the evaluation form. The first link is the link for a certificate. Once you complete your evaluation form, you will receive the certificate, inshallah, within 48 hours. So any questions, comments?
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Alaikum assalam.
First of all, I'm thanking Allah, and secondly, I'm thanking you guys, because I think for my level 3, this lecture will help me more and more. So I'm thanking you guys. May God bless you.
Thank you, Amar. You're welcome. Thank you for your kind words.
Thank you, everyone. And you're all more than welcome, actually. I think that's it, Dr. Bassem.
Yes, I think that's it. So since there are no more questions or comments, so we come to the end of workshop. Hanan, the workshop is already uploaded, I guess, to the YouTube channel. So go back and inshallah you will find it in our YouTube channel. Yes, I'm gonna share it with you now. This is the YouTube, the link for our YouTube channel. Go there, you will see many workshops and many lessons about each aspect of academic writing. So thank you all, and inshallah I'll see you next week. We have a new we have another workshop which is going to be about transitions and connections in academic writing. So thank you all. We'll see you inshallah next week. Thank you, Miss Mona, again for this wonderful workshop.
You're welcome. Thank you, Dr. Qasim. يلا في أمان الله.